Day 85. The fear, doubt, or resistance is actually trying to be our friends, to help us recognize some part deep inside us that needs to be healed, just be heard, or come to wholeness. The universe or nature doesn't create anything in a half. Everything that you see is a whole. You ever heard a phrase, nature abhors a vacuum. So when you have a component that you're searching for outside of yourself, that means there's a emptiness, a hole, or a missing part within you. And instead of searching outside of yourself, you need to search within and understand that fear or doubt and hear what it's trying to tell you. And, connect with it. Really understand what healing, what, message it's trying to give you. And heal that, answer that call. Work with it. Do whatever you need to close that gap and fill that vacuum within you. Don't look outside, look inside. Another thing that I saw recently, satisfaction doesn't come from without, it comes from within. And that kind of links into, what I'm just trying to communicate today. And I want to make sure that people really keep themselves in the right mindset. And it's really hard. It's one of those things, I think, for everybody, unless I guess you're an enlightened master, is to not look without, but to look within. I think it's hard on a more human level, because those of almost everybody sees. Obviously there's a lot of people that are blind, a lot of people that have challenges with sight, but in general we interact outside of ourselves. We see the world, we hear the world, we feel it, everything, all the data that we get can come from without, especially, in a baby who doesn't have any of the level of intelligence and the consciousness that they are, have a mind that's thinking to itself, etc. A baby is just in awe of everything outside of it. That's what the experience is. That's why, we're here to experience that. But with that, it kind of creates a mind pattern that the input comes from without. And it becomes the paradox that the input comes from without, but the input to the without comes from within. That's an interesting phrase that I just made up. Meaning that the input to create, to you is everything outside of you that you see. But to create everything outside of you, its input, it's actually outputted from within you. So you create your reality. That's the circle that we've talked about before. So if there's a emptiness or a hole or a fear or a doubt or resistance that you're having, by looking without, you're only catching it at the midpoint. You need to go back to the source. The way to solve any problem is to go to the source, the law of cause and effect. So you need to go to that cause, and that cause is from within. So that's kind of what I want to talk today. And, it's a practice that I think I need to work on even more. I need to really start trying to identify, things that come up that I might be searching for, or fears or doubts or some resistance that I have, and try to understand what the message is or what healing needs to happen. And it's really easy to get lost in the day or focus on the larger goals that I have, with these 124 days. And obviously, 85, we're getting really close. And we'll see where we are at that point. Have a good day.